Yo, 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 yo. You know what it is, man. It's your favorite channel, man. It's CTB. This is Chance Up Boxing. I'm your boy, Jay Slay. So what up to him, man?
What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching the show today. Today, we want to talk about Sean Porter and Tank Davis. Supposedly, they got a sparring session, and I want to ask the question, who did it benefit more, Tank Davis or Sean Porter?
Man, let's give him a quick chin chat. Let's talk about it. Yeah, man. News came out. Them two are in camp together sparring. This might be Sean Porter's last week leading up to the fight, like the last week of sparring, pretty much. So, what better way to end your sparring camp or your training camp with sparring a 4-division world champion, a 3-division world champion, and Tank Davis? So yeah, your question was, man, who does it benefit more leading up to that fight? Does it benefit Tank Davis coming into his fight with Cruz, or does it benefit Sean Porter more coming into his fight with the, in most people's eyes, number one pound for pound fighter in the world, Terence Crawford? Unless you answer the question first. Who you feel was the beneficiary?
I think it's an easy answer. I would go with benefits Tank Davis more. I know Kenny Porter had an interview yesterday, and he was saying that they were close in weight, and that a lot of people think that Sean Porter is a lot bigger than Tank Davis, but he said maybe Tank Davis was like 150 pounds right now, and that Sean Porter was close to weight, which he had to be at 147, so he must be around 152. So pretty much they're the same size, but even though they're the same size, that's still a weight that Tank Davis is not used to. He's not a natural welterweight, and he's only 5'5", I think 5'6",
Yeah.
5'4". So he cannot, to me, copy what Terence Crawford can bring to the table. The only thing I think he can bring to the table is how quick he is. So I guess his speed can maybe prepare him for, Terence Crawford's speed somewhat. But far as his reach, far as the way he boxes, everything, even the power could be slightly different because, like I said, Terence Crawford is a natural bigger guy. While Tank Davis, even though he got popped, he's still a guy that fights at 135 and 140. But now for Tank Davis, he's fighting a guy in Cruz that has a similar style to Sean Porter, even though he's not nowhere near as good. But he's fighting a guy that's bigger than him, that's stronger than him, a guy that's a world-class fighter, but Tank Davis is too. So I would just offer just common sense to me. It'll be an easy answer to say that Tank Davis is going to benefit more, even though I think that iron sharp is iron. So I think they both are going to benefit for it. But Tank Davis is going to get the bigger benefit from fighting Sean Porter.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Sean Porter is most definitely more. I would say Sean Porter is only benefited from the fact that he's getting world-class level sparring in the last week of sparring, like up until fight night. Because come on, let's be real. There's no other sparring you can get that's going to match Terence Crawford at all. You're gonna have to have a bunch of different looks from different people to get used to what Terence Crawford could bring, because he has so many different levels to his game. So the speed and the left-handed look that Tank Davis is gonna give is just part of what Terence Crawford brings. So it's a good look for him. But I agree, man. Tank benefits more because, like you said, the weight. I'm not gonna go to everything you said, but the weight advantage and all that Sean will have, but also the pressure fighting that Sean brings will also get Tank ready. Not only will it get Tank ready in shape, because he's gonna have Tank. He's gonna have a fresh Sean Porter in his face. Because Sean Porter's been in camp now for weeks now, so he's fresh and he's ready to go. He ready to go. Tank Davis is just now getting into his camp, so he's pretty much getting a fight ready Sean Porter in his face. It's going to put pressure on him and get him in the best fight shape he can be in. Rumor is already that Tank is already a year-round boxer now. He's cut out all the bad habits. He stay in shape year-round. So to be honest, this proves that he's in shape, in fight ready shape year-round. Because there's nowhere in here you come into a fat camp and spawn Sean Porter, a ready to go Sean Porter, and looking great against him. In my honest opinion, you're not doing it your first couple of weeks in training camp unless you know you are already in shape. So that's good news I think it's good news for Tank Davis, to be honest, and it benefits him more because, come on, man, you spawn Sean Porter, who's at 147, and you fighting at 140 and below. You got cracks, of course, but if you can get Sean Porter respect with your cracks, that automatically puts, you know what I'm saying, it puts your
confidence.
all-time high. You know what I'm saying? So it most definitely benefits him a lot more. One quick question, really quick. What level? I put it this way: what can Tank bring for Sean Porter that you think would be equal to, if not better, than what Terrence Bud is going to do on fight night?
Only thing I think he can bring that be equal to or just as good as Terrence Crawford is athleticism and his speed. I think Tank Davis is probably the most explosive fighter in the game right now. So just off him being explosive and how athletic, how fast he is, that may prepare him somewhat for Terrence Crawford, even though he can't give him the same looks because of his reach. But still, just that speed and how quick he can get into a punch or move and get in position, that can somewhat prepare him fighting a guy that's so much smaller and explosive. Then going to Terrence Crawford, that may slow down Terrence Crawford a little bit for him. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Terrence Crawford is probably the most athletic, if I'm thinking right now, the most athletic and probably the fastest fighter he has fought to this day, if I had to guess off the top of my head. So this may help him out slightly with it. I mean, maybe somebody you could think of, but I think this is the most athletic and fastest fighter he's probably fought.
Sean Porter has fought?
That Sean Porter has fought as far as Terrence Crawford.
Athletic, yeah, I can see that, especially in recent memory. In recent memory, I mean, you probably could throw Keith Thurman in there. Keith Thurman at that point was quick somewhat, and he has really good athletic skill. But I think Terrence Crawford is a lot more athletic than Keith Thurman. But Keith Thurman, in my recent memory, is probably the closest person to that level. That's, like you said, that's still worlds apart in my opinion. To me, Terrence Crawford's on another level when it comes to athleticism per se. But I'm also say strength. I think Terrence Crawford coming from the lower weight classes also. And me knowing Tank the way I know Tank is a lot stronger than people think. So I think his strength will surprise Sean Porter and Ken. I think a lot of people get surprised by Tank Davis' strength. The same way people get surprised by Crawford's strength and Sean Porter's strength. But I'm not saying that Tank Davis' strength matches Crawford's. What I'm saying is the pressure, the athleticism you said, plus the strength that Tank Davis has, it's going to give Sean Porter good work, man. Because I think, me personally, I think Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford is going to be more of a in-your-face type fight than it is going to be an outbox. People think the only way that Bud can beat Porter is by outboxing him, but I don't think so. I think Sean Porter is tailor-made for Bud. I think he can make it.
In favor of the winner, remaining undefeated, proving he is one of the elite champions of the fight.